The holidays are coming up, and usually I'm in charge of a charcuterie board for Thanksgiving. I typically will put on some sort of hummus, whether it's a regular hummus, a garlicky hummus, maybe a carrot type of hummus, but this year I want to do something with herbs because I feel like herbs are so great for the holidays, and I have so many left over right now, so I'm going to try out a really good herby hummus recipe with you guys. You'll need a food processor for this recipe. Here are my chickpeas that I already drained and rinsed. I'm thinking of adding a bit of lime just to give it a little bit of flavor in there. I'm gonna start with probably half just because I've never made this before with a lime, so I wanna kind of see the flavoring. So we're gonna do a bit of capers. And we're also gonna add the juice of the capers in as well. I'm gonna add a fair amount of pepper in there, and I'm not gonna add too much salt because the capers are pretty salty, so I'm just gonna do a little bit of a pinch, and then you can add at the end a bit more if you need. I have a lot of herbs from the week, so I think I'm gonna start with cilantro and dill, and then maybe add in chive if we need, but I feel like I don't want it to be too oniony tasting, so I think, yeah, dill and cilantro to start. Okay, so I think let's just try to add less stems and more tops, like that. You can kind of break it up as you put it in. Some very wilty, sad dill, but we're gonna use it because we don't let anything go to waste. Now we're gonna blend. After I give it that first initial blend, I like to add the oil in as it's blending. It just mixes a lot better. I'm gonna show you how I would plate it for Thanksgiving to make it look really pretty and inviting. Here's our base. I think typically you'd want a lower bowl just so you can see it better and it's easier to dip, but this is what we have and what we're working with. So we save a few chickpeas just to sprinkle on top after, because I think it looks really pretty when there's just like a layer of chickpeas. You can also crisp them and make them really crunchy, which is also nice to add on top of a hummus. We're gonna do a dash of lime, a few capers sprinkled around. I'm gonna crush up just a tiny bit of dill, just a few cilantro leaves kind of hanging in there. The tiniest dash of oil on top. We now have this really gorgeous herby hummus. I don't have anything to eat it with, so we're just gonna take a big spoonful, which is good because then I can get the full flavor palette. If you like herbs and oil and capers, you will not be disappointed making this.